And now, who says we can't? That's the focus of tonight's angle. All right, forget James Comey for a moment. What an amazing week this has been. Look at how they greeted Trump in Dubai tonight. The Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, gives a salute to America. Now, personally, I love seeing all the pomp and circumstance for a real American president this week. Which country was the best host of the U.S. delegation, do you think? You watched a lot of it. Well, it was like they were all trying to outdo one another. America has never seen anything like this. For decades, we've been locked into fight mode, captive to stale strategies and dusty thinking. Americans were conditioned to believe that we couldn't show strength unless our military was firing missiles or we were dropping bombs somewhere. But Trump never bought any of this. He never bought that line. From day one, his attitude was, since this hasn't worked, why not try something different? His radical idea was, let's make more friends, more money for our people, and we'll fight fewer wars. Now, this simple concept has been at the core of this week's historic trip.
I don't think our friendship's ever been stronger than it is right now. And you will never see anything like the relationship that we have. We just left Saudi Arabia, as you know, and you have a fantastic crown prince.
These weren't cluster bombs. These were love bombs, and they continue today in the UAE. Trump was the first American president to visit there. So rather than insult them with lectures, he took time and showed respect.
Well, I'd like to thank you, Your Highness. What a lot of people don't know, I think my staff is very surprised by it. You and I have been friends for a long time. We've been good friends. And what they don't know about you is that you are considered a truly great warrior.
This is how you do it. It's diplomacy, Trump style. And it often involves business that's mutually beneficial. And his involving corporate leaders, frankly, that was a masterstroke. And it's paying dividends, first in Saudi Arabia, then in Qatar, and today in Abu Dhabi.
A wonderful brother came to Washington a few weeks ago, and he told us about your generous statement as to the $1.4 trillion. And all I could say is thank you very much. We have now, I think, substantially over $10 trillion of investment. And now when I add the $1.4 trillion, we easily break that number. We're having numbers that we've never done before. We are going to be your friend, and we're going to be your partner, and we really appreciate your confidence and an investment. That's your biggest investment that you've ever made, and we really appreciate it.
What a concept. An American president as the promoter-in-chief of the United States. Unapologetically pro-American, with a hand of friendship always extended.
I shook more hands than any human being is capable of doing. They were starving for love because our country didn't give them love. They gave them a fist bump. Remember the fist bump in Saudi Arabia? He travels all the way to Saudi Arabia in that case, and he gives them a fist bump. That's not what they want. They don't want a fist bump. They want to shake his hand.
More than a fist bump. But wait. I thought it was Biden. Remember, he flew all around the world. He was the master at foreign affairs. After all, he was so inspiring.
The message I want the world to hear today: America is back. America is back. Diplomacy is back at the center of our foreign policy.
Oh, yeah, that didn't work out too well. Joe may have logged a lot of miles on government jets and met all the world leaders, but none of it, and I mean none of it, meant that Americans were any better off. Instead, a lot of us in America were embarrassed. And now, a new era with Trump 2.0. It's hard work, friendship, and optimism.
This has been an amazing trip. We've raised trillions of dollars of investment for our country. And we're dealing with really good people that have been abandoned in a way by our country and by the United States. And we're not going to abandon. We have very good friends in Saudi Arabia. and in Qatar. They felt abandoned. They were going to be captured by China from the standpoint of trade, and that's not going to happen anymore.
No, it won't happen again. But only Trump and his team saw this. Remember, for years, the old dinosaurs of the D.C. foreign policy establishment, you know who they are, they dismissed, they ridiculed his brash approach. They called out his supposed foreign policy naivete. But after this trip,
I'm not in the habit of praising Donald Trump, but I got to tell you, the last week or so in the Middle East, I think the president has in this last week or so played the Middle East pretty darn well. I got to give him some kudos there.
I don't know why Joe Biden didn't do this. I don't like Trump's motivations for lots of things he does, but one thing you will say is he's not like tied to this like constant fear, stupid, blob type, wisdom, well, we don't do this, so we must leverage the sanctions for blah, 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 No, sometimes you just have to try something different.
okay, liberals praising Trump. Then this headline, Biden officials impressed by Trump's Middle East visit. One saying, gosh, I wish I could work for an administration that could move so quickly. And the China box out also getting noticed in this piece, calling Trump's trip remarkable because of mega deals and because he's outfoxing China. Again, that is 100% right. Think of all the idiotic headlines trashing Trump's approach to foreign affairs. He's just like Putin. He's destroying our alliances. Total chaos. But through all of that, Trump just ignored the white noise and he kept smiling. You notice he's smiling a lot in his second term? And he's doing things his way and knowing that it was his job to fix the mess that all the others had left behind. And that's the angle.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.